Without a doubt, bike motocross is a sport only for the brave-hearted. A survey held in 2016 showed that 38% of BMX cyclists suffered injuries compared to 8% of Olympians overall. This is because the sport requires competitors to propel off a hill before riding over jumps and tight corners as high as 59 kilometers an hour. Whenever the word BMX is heard, enthusiasts of the sport have only one name in their mind: Pat Casey. Not only was he a legendary rider, but an inspiration as well. So come along as we'll tell you about the life and the horrible ending of Pat Casey. BMX is an abbreviation for bicycle motocross or bike motocross. It's a cycle sport performed on BMX bicycles, either in competitive BMX racing or freestyle BMX. BMX began during the early 1970s in the United States when children began racing their bicycles on dirt tracks in Southern California, inspired by the motocross stars of the time.
A little jam and invited as many people as we could, make our way to the skate park, hit up as many spots as we can along the way. This is the turnout.
Pat Casey was born on December 26, 1993 in Riverside, California. After attending the GT Air Show while he was still in a stroller in 1995, his parents decided his fate and enrolled him in BMX racing at the age of 5. He rode everything from dirt to driveway quarter pipes and even wrote essays in school about how he was going to be a professional BMX rider when he grew up. At the age of 13, he was asked to choose between football and BMX, in which he ultimately chose BMX. He turned professional at age 16. In his first Dew Tour competition at age 16, he beat Dave Mirra. Pat Casey became the first rider to successfully perform a decade backflip at a competition. A decade backflip is a trick where the rider spins the handlebars a full 360 degrees while performing a backflip. BMX progressed to the point where he bought his first house as he was graduating high school, and he immediately started building his dream yard, a backyard maze of mini camps and spines. Pat Casey created his own BMX training ground with what you might call some aggressive landscaping. He had a full-scale technical dirt course and ramp setup, which stands out in his neighborhood about 80 kilometers east of LA. Casey broke ground on his dream yard shortly after buying the house. The Dream Yard, which takes up all of Pat Casey's backyard in Riverside, hosted BMX Park, Dave Mirra's Park Best Trick, and BMX Dirt competitions. Among the invited athletes were Sky Brown, Paul Rodriguez, Letitia Buffoni, Dennis Anderson, and Jackson Strong.
And then last year was completely crazy, and then this year was just insane. So many brand new tricks, and then ending it with Pat Casey's decade backflip. No one's ever seen that trick before. Yeah. I can't wait to see what Beast is going to be like next year.
Pat Casey was 9th out of 15 in the X Games Japan BMX Park Finals. He also secured 4th position out of 31 in Ultimate X-Men's BMX qualifiers. In addition, he was 29th out of 56 in the UCI BMX Freestyle World Cup Park Men's. His greatest achievement was when he came 2nd out of 9 in X Games BMX Men's Park. Another of his huge accomplishments was being 5th out of 8 in the Chimera Games BMX Park Finals. He stunned everyone with his unique style and came 1st out of 12 in ULT X 2019 BMX Finals. These achievements weren't enough for him, and he continued to reach the peak of his success in his career. In the Toyota BMX Triple Challenge in Arlington, Texas, he was in the top 5. One of his most famous contests remains in the X Games Sydney BMX Dirt Qualifier, as he was first in it.
Happened to be backwards.
I think at the end of the day, I think Pat just wants to not only progress his riding, but progress the sport into a different path.
Pat Casey married his wife Chase in August 2013. He had 2 children, Reed and Tatum. Pat revealed that the two were only dating for a year before he popped the question. He went on to explain that he always wanted to be a father and was even more excited that his son Reed has shown a passion for bike riding. They all live together in a mansion in Riverside, California. Besides BMX, he loved to skate and play the drums. Pat was very active on social media and loved to interact with his fans. He even had a YouTube channel where he would post updates about his life, career, and family.
You ready?
I have a feeling. Hey! Yeah!
I think that you don't need to do that anymore.
It's another rainy day, so Reed and I decided to make something. What is this thing, Reed?
A unicycle mixed with a bike.
Cycle. It's a Hang 5 bike. Can you film me on it?
Yeah.
Tell me what it is.
We're filming this thing. I don't know what it's called. A Hang 5 bike, but
Okay, try to keep up with it.
yeah, I'll try.
Casey won back-to-back X Games medals. He was well known for being the first rider to successfully pull off the decade backflip and double-decade backflip. If we talk about his estimated net worth, it's said to be between around $1 to $5 million. Unfortunately, Pat Casey didn't get to enjoy his deserved fortune for long, and we'll delve deeper into that later. Pat Casey amassed his net worth through his BMX skills, but also through sponsorships with multiple famous companies such as Monster Energy. Monster Energy is an energy drink that was created by Hansen Natural Company in April 2002. As of 2022, Monster Energy had a 30.1% share of the American energy drink market, the second highest after Red Bull. He had also done commercials for the company in which he showcased his riding skills. Vans. Vans is an American manufacturer of skateboarding shoes and related apparel established in Anaheim, California, and owned by VF Corporation. The company also sponsors surf, snowboarding, BMX, and motocross teams. Mongoose. Mongoose bikes were started in the 1970s by Skip Hess, who sold sturdy motocross-inspired wheels to BMX kids. Shreddy Life. Shreddy offers premium apparel and gear for everyone with an adventurous spirit. Sadly, Pat Casey died aged 29 as he got involved in an accident at a motocross park named Playground Motocross Park in Ramona, California, according to the San Diego County Medical Examiner. While riding on a dirt bike at the Playground Motocross Park, which seems like a normal activity for him, Casey lost control of his bike and ended up being thrown out of it. We were shocked and saddened to hear of Pat's tragic and untimely death yesterday and offer our deepest condolences to his family, friends, and fans around the world, USA BMX CEO B.A. Anderson said in a statement. According to CBS 8, Casey was found without a pulse and needing CPR when rescue personnel arrived on the scene. First responders attempted to resuscitate Casey for 55 minutes and he was pronounced dead at the scene. The San Diego Sheriff's Department says that Casey's bike ended up landing on top of him when he lost control of it. We're deeply saddened by Pat Casey's passing, and our thoughts and prayers go out to his wife, children, parents, and siblings, the X Games said in a statement. A true legend in the action sports community, Pat will always be a member of the X Games family and an inspiration to everyone's life he touched. USA Cycling posted a statement saying, "We're saddened to hear about the passing of BMX legend Pat Casey. Pat was a member of our inaugural BMX Freestyle national team in 2018 and made his mark immeasurably on the BMX community. Our condolences go to his family and friends."
Pat Casey is being remembered as a loving father and incredible BMX rider. We were able to talk with one of his friends earlier today, who's the director of this skate park, where him and Pat Casey used to ride together over the last 16 years that they knew each other. His friend tells us this is a huge loss for the BMX community.
To have him gone so soon, it's not real.
Pat Casey is being remembered as one of the most talented riders, a loving father, husband, and a role model in the BMX community.
He's one of the toughest humans I've ever met. He's not somebody that was willing to give up just because it was hard.
Although Pat was destined for a short life, he achieved a lot more than one can imagine. He lived his life doing what he loved and died while doing what he loved as well. His life is a lesson for all of us to work hard and achieve what we want. He will always hold a special place in the hearts of sports enthusiasts. If you like this video, do be sure to hit the like button. Do comment and let us know about your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe so you'd never miss an update.